Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, hi, my name is Liz. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today. Today we have what's in my makeup bag, what products I've been absolutely loving at the moment, and we're going to be doing a UK baddie full beat. This is pretty much my go-to glam at the moment. Everyday look, to be fair. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel if you aren't already. Make sure your post notifications are turned on so you don't miss out on any of my videos. And if you do enjoy these tutorials and you want to know what products I'm loving currently, then make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and I'll do them more often. Let me know in the comments down below your favourite makeup product at the moment. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. So this is going to be my full face using everything I absolutely love at the moment and I would repurchase. What's in my makeup bag, basically. I've got everything here. Just tell you what I've done so far. So I've just put some brow product in my eyebrows. If you want to see a brow tutorial, I just filmed it for you guys. It will be up before this video, so go check out the video before this. I used the by Caitlin collection brow soap thingy majig. I then carved my eyebrows out with the Fyne concealer in the shade 14, and that's where I've got up to so far. So today with the eyes, we are going to be taking the Jordana Ticia Nude Definity eyeshadow palette. This is my absolute go-to when it comes to my own eyes. If I want that really nice glam eye makeup, I will 100% use this. Even on clients, I absolutely love it. So that's what we're going to be taking today. I'm going to be doing a wing, but we're going to make it smoky. So this is the absolute perfect palette for that. And I'm going to put a little bit of shimmer on the eyes, but nothing too crazy. We are going to be keeping it more like, say, soft glam, but it won't end up being soft glam. So the first thing I'm going to go in with is a lighter shade to set the eyes. So I'm going to go in with a mixture of this shade here and this shade, because why not? We'll see this shade. A little bit more neutral. Make sure we have no creasing. I always tend to like to start with my eyes because one, it's the most boring sometimes, and two, I just prefer the face afterwards because I can smash out my face, so it's a little bit easier to do the eyes first. Now that we've set the base down, we're going to go in with some colour now. So now I'm going to choose a transition shade. I tend to go for this one a lot, like I am nearly hitting pan with that. But I think I'm going to go in with this shade here today because it's a little bit more neutral. Let me just zoom you guys in, why not? I'm going to focus this mainly on the outer corner and bringing it into my crease. These shadows are super pigmented, I absolutely love them. But they're so easy to blend. What I'm going to do is take this up into my brow as if we are going to connect it to the nose contour, which we will be later on. So I'm just going to keep blending that through the crease and up through to the eyebrow, sort of doing like a cut crease, but like unintentionally. So it's sort of leaving that gap for the lighter shade, which I absolutely love to do. So now I'm going to go in with a liquid liner. This is the Doll Beauty liquid liner in the brown shade. Do they still do this? I don't know. But what I'm going to do is look straight on. And best thing you can do with this is keep your eyes open, look straight ahead, and just follow your lash line. What I love about this eyeliner pen is I absolutely love eyeliner pens anyway, but it's so super thin and it doesn't bleed either, and it's a really nice like deep brown. That is the most perfect wing. I need to match it up now on the other side. I do feel like they are cousins, not even sisters, but we'll move on. But I absolutely love that pencil. It is perfect. Now what I'm going to do is take the lightest shade in the palette and I'm going to take that in the inner portion of my eye. Sort of like I said, creating that cut crease, but making sure it's not. Really getting it into that inner corner. That is my go-to soft glam. Add a little bit of spruce to it. I am going to take the Fyne Cosmetics All Round Reflections palette, which is absolutely stunning and has everything you need. Every shimmer you need in there. I think I'm going to take this shade here. I absolutely love this. It's like a proper true champagne shade. I'm just going to dab it in the middle of my eye, so you can barely see it, but not taking it too far in and too far up. Stunning. That just elevated it so nicely. Okay, so then for lashes, I'm going to take the Sugar lashes from Made by Mitchell. If you've watched my TikToks or any of my videos in the past, I absolutely love these eyelashes. They are like the perfect style of half lash, wispy, but like cat eye look. Oh, they are absolutely stunning. I was going to do a smoky one. I know I did say that, but I'm liking how it's looking now. I'm just going to go ahead and apply those and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just went in with the lashes. Aren't they stunning? So perfect for this look. Then I actually went in with the Made by Mitchell pencil eyeliner. It's like the perfect shade of brown. It's like, I've noticed I like a sort of like a neutral cool tone brown. It matches the Doll Beauty one really nicely, but I popped this on the upper waterline. So next onto face. Okay, so for face, this is my favourite part. I just love base makeup. So for primer, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Primer. So this is the version of the gripping primer, but matte. I am going to just take this today. I was going to take a pore filling primer, but I think I've changed my mind. But I've been absolutely loving this. This is relatively new, but again, it's just so good. And obviously for the price, you can't go wrong. Obviously go in with a primer that is suitable for your skin type, because this isn't going to be for everyone. Like if you've got really dry skin, you might want something to hydrate. So I would probably go in with the e.l.f. Niacinamide Gripping Primer, which is the red looking one. But because I have been super oily lately, guys, I don't know what's going on, but I love that this is a gripping primer and also a mattifying primer. How perfect. This goes sticky so quickly as well. So love, love, love that. If you want something to grip onto your makeup but also keep your skin matte, this is a good one. So a foundation that I've been absolutely loving since I've used it is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur foundation. This stuff is literally a filter in a bottle. I got the shade Toasted Coconut, which is 240N, and this shade is absolutely perfect. It doesn't make me look orange. The only thing I'm going to say is the packaging I love. I do prefer a pump because you know how much you're using then, if you know what I mean. I've also been trialing a different technique of applying my foundation. If you watch my videos, you'll know that I normally love to warm it up with my hands, but I've been loving the technique where I've seen loads of people priming their brushes. Now, do I want to do this with a full beat face? Do you know what? I'm going to do what I normally do and just put it on my face, because I think priming the brush is good for if you want something to look a little bit more natural, but we have a lot of spots to cover because it's that time of the month and my skin just hates me at the moment. So we're going to do my normal technique. I've got a massive spot on the side of my head here. I don't think I took my makeup off properly around there, and it's made me break out. So warming the product up before blending it out will add not only coverage, but it'll just make it look a lot more blurred and airbrushed. So what I like to do is take a brush like this. This is the PC16 from Peach and Cream, and I spend forever blending out my foundation and getting that foundation into the skin, just making my skin look airbrushed and blurred. Look at that shade match, and we don't look orange like I looked in the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation review video. Yeah, I am going to be getting a new shade of that very soon. I just love this foundation. It is absolutely perfect. I might have to add a little bit more just so it covers my spots. Yeah, I'm going to add a little tiny touch more. And then once we have finally blended out all of the foundation, I'm going to go in with the Fyne concealer that we took under our brows and to prep the eyes. I'm using this to colour correct. So I'm going to take this and go all the way up as well. I have actually ordered the Fyne foundation, so you will hopefully be seeing a review of that next week, depending when it comes. It was so hard to find a shade. There wasn't any like swatches of the foundation, just like the models to look at. And obviously they had the undertones on the description of the name, like the number, but I want to see it as a swatch. I bought number 18, I think. Fingers crossed it's okay. I'm going to leave it like that for a second whilst we blend out the bronzer. So I absolutely love this product because Jordana Ticia, when they relaunched the bronzers, the perfect decision for them. I absolutely love the new formula. I find it's a lot more creamy. Obviously, if you're someone like me who loves coverage, this is like a foundation balm, so it is absolutely perfect for adding a little bit more coverage to the face, which, I mean, I'm never going to say no to. I like to dip into cream, really get it into my brush, and then I like to go in. This is actually the shade Palm Paradise, which is the lighter one that I've got, but I actually prefer the undertone of this is not so orange. And obviously because we are trying to improve and not be so orange, it's a little bit more, I would say, on the like olivey neutral side, which I love. I wish they brought out more olive tones but lighter. This blends like absolute butter. You can see it. Ready? It only takes a couple of seconds to blend out and look absolutely flawless. Like, if you haven't tried this cream bronzer and powder duo yet, what are you honestly waiting for? Because it is literally the perfect match made in heaven, and you don't have to rummage around finding the shades to match each other. That's another reason why I love this. And it's so affordable. You get 2 bronzers, a cream and a powder, for 30 quid. I'm going to pause the video here, and if you know this part of the video, make sure you guys are watching my video and engaging. Please comment down below a few emojis. Let's do a British flag emoji because we're doing UK baddie makeup. Why not? And let's do a lipstick emoji because I always love the lipstick emoji because we're doing makeup and we're just having a chit chat, a chin wag. I love it. So yeah, just to show that you guys are engaging and watching my videos. Thank you so much to everyone who does comment. I appreciate you all so much. If you have any like questions to ask me, then please do comment them down below. I am more than happy to answer you all. We will be coming back to the powder side in a sec, so keep that out. Okay, so I'm just blending that concealer out now. I think it's been on for long enough. Getting your concealer dry down is so vital if you want really flawless under eyes. Obviously, if you want good coverage as well, that's what it is for, to gain some coverage. And then I'm just going to go back in slightly with the cream bronzer and bronze up my nose. I do like this to be quite bronzed. See, making sure that it's seamlessly blended. Okay, so one blush that I've been absolutely loving since the moment I tried it is the Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Happy. Now this is my most perfect shade of pink blush, and I say that every time I use it, but it's so true. I absolutely love this. A little goes a long way, but I mean, I have blush blindness, so who cares? Just gonna keep that, like I always say, very high up on my face because I like to lift and sculpt my face, not bring it down or round it. If you put your blush on the apples of your cheek, it's gonna round off your face, and someone who has more of a rounded shape, it's gonna just round it off even more, so I don't want that. I'm going to keep it high up so it lifts the face, really brings it upwards, and then I slowly blend and bring it down. but not on the apples. I'm also gonna, which I forgot about, put a lighter concealer shade. So this is in the shade 05. To really get that baddie UK bright under eye, we're going to put a bright concealer there, just in the inner corners to help brighten. See, I could put more of that blush on, but we're going to go in with powder blush in a sec, so I'm going to leave it like that. And then I'm going to blend this out, but make sure to keep it right in that sort of triangle in the inner corner. Okay, so now all the creams are done, we're going to go in with a little bit of the MAC Fix Plus. This is such a good product because it not only helps the longevity of your makeup, it helps to merge all the products together and make them look seamless. So that's why I'm going to go in with this. So before powder, putting that spray on really helps to make everything look seamless and gorgeous and chef's kiss. See, please wait until that is completely dry to put any powder on top. So I'm going to wait until that is 100% dry. Whilst that's drying a little bit more, I'm going to tell you about the powder that I'm going to go in with. Obviously, you've guessed it if you watch my videos, Huda Beauty loose powder. This is the OG, the best loose powder there is. This is in the shade Pound Cake. Absolutely love the Jordana Ticia powder puff. This is the most perfect shape powder puff ever because you can get right into that corner, and you can also sculpt out the nose underneath the bronzer, which I'll show you in a minute. I am running low with this powder, so not loads comes out. But a vital thing to do is to prep your powder puff before going in and getting rid of those creases. And I like to pat off some of the excess. So making sure those creases are out, because we do gather some creases. And then grabbing the powder puff and pressing right into the inner corner and taking it up. I will show you the difference, which is crazy. Very shiny, flawless, airbrushed, poreless, beautiful. Again, prepping the puff and then going straight in with the powder. I like to take this powder everywhere, so mainly on my chin, on my T-zone and under my eyes. But because I get a really oily T-zone, I like to set. But even though I get quite a dry forehead, I like to lightly set that. It just looks all so seamless when you set it with powder. And then I do like to take some powder underneath my bronzer here to snatch it and gorgeous. And then what I do love to do, which is an extra step, you really don't have to do this. I like to get Cherry Blossom Cake, which is a pink powder, and I get a little bit of that on the powder puff, and I just put that up here so it blends with the blush. As easy as that and as simple as that. And then I'm going to go and set the rest of the creams. Okay, so for powder bronzer, obviously we're going to go in with the matching powder. And again, you really don't need a lot of this. So just going over where we put that cream bronzer, just to, one, set it, and two, amplify the colour a little bit more. And again, I don't want to look shiny. I want to look matte for this look. Proper baddie makeup. It's coming together, guys. I love it when I start to see a look coming together. Then for powder blush, I'm going to go in with a Doll Beauty blush, which I've been absolutely loving for years. This is Let's Get Wavy. And I feel like this will go on top of Happy from Rare Beauty quite well. It is very pigmented. Bloody hell. Obviously, you need a little tiny bit of this because it is so pigmented. And because we put that Cherry Blossom Cake, it's going to blend so nicely in with the under eyes. And then to set the under eyes with a pressed powder, I never miss this step. I'm using the Made by Mitchell Eye Lights palette. These are so underrated. They are so blurring. Obviously, there's different shades for everyone. I'm going to take the shade, let's go Bright, because we love a bright under eye here. I'm going to take this shade here. So I've got the shade Daylight, and in here there's the Send. which is the one that I'm gonna go in with, and I'm gonna go in with my powder puff, and I am gonna tap a little bit of that off because it is quite pigmented, and I am gonna focus this mainly in that inner V again, and then bringing it out. Should have done this before the blush actually, but the blush sort of merges it together, and then we're snatching the nose again. See how that's proper brightened the under eyes? We are gonna blend that in with the blush, make everything look flawless. Absolutely stunning. How flawless does our under eyes look now? Absolutely stunning. Okay, so now on to brows. I am gonna go off and fill them in the other video. This is the brow lift and snatch is what I'm going to be using, but if you want to see me applying it, go head over to my brow tutorial. Okay, so that is brows all done, easy peasy. Now just onto lips. Now, two products that I've been absolutely loving, but one product that I will never stop loving is Will from MAC. This is the most perfect lip liner that will ever go on my lips. I just love the formula. I all know I love a pencil, like sharpen lip liner. Perfect. But just look at the tone. It's such a nice tone of lip pencil, like a pinky nude, but a little bit darker for definition. And then a good tip if you want to blend your lip liner out is get the bum of your lip liner and just blend. And then on top of that, I've been absolutely loving the Giorgio Armani Prism Glass lip glosses. This is a new shade. This is 02, and obviously it's that pinky tone, so this is going to go perfectly. What I absolutely love about these lip glosses, if I can speak, what I love about these lip glosses, they're so shiny and they are not sticky. Non-sticky lip glosses are in, and I'm here for it. Look how wet and juicy they look. Absolutely beautiful. I'm literally obsessed with them. They're so comfortable, so hydrating. They look like I've just eaten a donut, a glazed donut. Okay, so I nearly forgot the final step, setting spray. I have been loving the Fenty Beauty You Mist Makeup Extending Setting Spray. This stuff is so good. It was like spitty for the first time I used it, but then after that, it's so good. Let me just show you guys. The mist is so fine. I'm obsessed. So I'm just going to spritz that all over. I need this makeup to last me because I'm going to Costco later. It smells really nice. If you love a setting mist that drenches your face, but it's like fine mist, you're gonna love this. So this is the final full coverage glam. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I did a full coverage tutorial last week, but I just love the trend at the moment, the UK baddie makeup. But I also showed you products that I am absolutely obsessed with at the moment. So I hope this helped. Maybe I'll do this more often, doing like a full face of products that I love. Because honestly, my list changes all the time. Yes, I still love the products that I say in the past, but obviously I try so many new products. So if you do want to see it in the future, then please give this video a big thumbs up. If you want to see more of videos like this, me telling you guys what my favourite products are at the moment. If you did enjoy, then please consider subscribing to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Make sure my post notifications are turned on as well, so like I said, you don't miss any of my videos. I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy my content. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I hope you all have a lush day or evening wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.